Most cat owners do things every single day that stress their cat out without ever knowing it. Not out of carelessness, out of not knowing. 7 everyday habits that are hurting your cat and how to fix every single one of them starting today. If you're watching this, you love your cat. You make sure she's fed, she's comfortable, she has everything she needs. You're not neglectful, you're attentive, and you're probably still doing at least 3 of these. Most people assume that as long as their cat isn't visibly upset, hissing, hiding, refusing to eat, everything is fine. Cats are independent, resilient, hard to read. If something was really wrong, you know. But cats don't show stress the way dogs do. They don't whine, they don't pace, they absorb it quietly, and they express it in ways so subtle that most owners never connect the behavior to the cause. By the time it becomes obvious, it's been building for weeks. Here are 7 things you're likely doing every day that your cat experiences very differently than you intend, and exactly what to do instead. Forcing interaction. Picking your cat up when she didn't ask to be picked up. Pulling her onto your lap. Holding her when she's trying to leave. It feels like affection. To your cat, it feels like loss of control over her own body, which is one of the highest stressors a cat can experience. Cats are not passive recipients of affection. They are active participants. The moment that choice is removed, the interaction stops being positive, regardless of your intention. The fix: let her come to you. When she does, meet her there. That interaction will mean more to both of you than any forced cuddle ever could. Wrong petting zones. Most people pet their cat wherever feels natural, along the back, down the tail, across the belly, and most cats tolerate it. Tolerance is not enjoyment. Research from the University of Lincoln found that cats respond most positively to contact around the face, the forehead, the cheeks, the base of the ears. These are the areas where cats have scent glands and where they initiate contact with each other. The back and tail area, by contrast, frequently triggers overstimulation. The belly is almost always a trap. The fix: focus on the face and ears. Watch her response. Slow blink, relaxed posture, leaning in. That's enjoyment. Anything else is tolerance at best. Punishing after the fact. You come home, something is knocked over, something is scratched, something is ruined. You find your cat and you let her know you're unhappy. She has no idea why. Cats do not have the cognitive architecture to connect a consequence to an action that happened more than a few seconds ago. What she registers is not guilt, it's confusion. And repeated confusion in the presence of her owner erodes exactly the thing you're trying to protect. Trust the fix. Never correct a cat after the fact. If you didn't catch it in the moment, let it go. Address the behavior by changing the environment, not by punishing the cat. Ignoring her body language until it's too late. Your cat has been telling you she's uncomfortable for the last 5 minutes. Tail flicking, skin rippling along her back, ears rotating slightly backward, pupils beginning to dilate. Most owners miss every single one of these signals and then are genuinely surprised when the bite comes. Cats give warnings. They give multiple warnings. The bite is never the first message. It's the last one sent because every previous message was ignored. The fix: learn the early signals. Tail movement, ear position, skin response. When you see them, stop the interaction immediately and give her space. She'll trust you more for it, not less. If this is already making you see your cat differently, hit the like button. And if you want to understand your cat on this level every week, subscribe. There's a lot more where this came from. Forced eye contact. Direct sustained eye contact is a threat signal in feline communication. When you hold your cat's gaze, especially from close range, she isn't experiencing a moment of connection. She's processing a dominance challenge. This is why cats so reliably gravitate toward the one person in the room who isn't looking at them. That person, from the cat's perspective, is the safest one in the space. The fix: use the slow blink, soft eyes, slow close, slow open. A 2020 study from the University of Sussex confirmed that cats respond to this signal from humans and return it. That exchange in cat language means, I trust you, I'm not a threat. It's more intimate than any stare, disrupting her routine. Cats are not adaptable by nature. They are creatures of deep routine. Same feeding times, same resting spots, same daily rhythm. When that rhythm breaks without warning, their stress hormones rise measurably. A late feeding, furniture rearranged, guests in the house, a schedule that shifted. None of these feel significant to you. To your cat, predictability is safety. When the environment becomes unpredictable, she has no way to know what comes next, and that uncertainty is genuinely stressful at a physiological level. The fix: keep her core routine as consistent as possible. When changes are unavoidable, introduce them gradually. Give her time to adjust before the next disruption arrives. Taking away her hiding spots. When your cat retreats to a high shelf under the bed or behind the couch, she isn't being antisocial. She is self-regulating, managing her own stress levels by accessing a space where she feels safe and in control. When owners block these spots, tidying up, rearranging furniture, closing off rooms, they remove the one coping mechanism their cat has. A cat with no retreat has no way to decompress. That stress doesn't disappear, it accumulates. The fix: protect her hiding spots. Don't follow her into them. Don't coax her out. Let her come back on her own terms. The fact that she always comes back is the whole point. None of these things make you a bad owner. Every single one of them comes from the same place. Caring about your cat without having been given the right information. Now you have it. The cats that trust their owners most deeply aren't the ones who were held the most or talked to the most or given the most attention. They're the ones whose owners learn to pay attention to them, to their signals, their boundaries, their need for control and predictability and safe retreat. That's what your cat has been asking for. And now, you know how to give it to her. If this changed something for you, leave a comment. Which of these did you recognize? I want to know. And if you want to understand what your cat does when she actually chooses you, the specific behaviors that mean she has decided you are her person, that's the next video. And once you see those signs, you'll never question it again. If this video changed the way you see your cat, you're not done yet. The next video is right up there.